Welcome to this month's President's Comments. As we pray this month, I really want us to concentrate on one of our major commissions and visions in the AGC. The AGC exists to be a movement of healthy, reproducing churches. And as churches reproduce, the natural outgrowth of that is to plant new churches. And we have goals and aspirations for the AGC to plant churches every year. In order to do that, we do have a major commission called AGC Church Planting Commission. So our guest today is Pastor David Sparrow. And David is the senior pastor of Fair Havens Community Church in Beaverton, Ontario. But he's also the national chair of our Church Planting Commission. So David, thanks for being with us today.
Great to be here.
Yeah, it's a great audience you're going to speak to today and a chance to inform them about church planting. So David, what is the goal of the AGC Church Planting Commission?
Well, it's our real ambition to see that we can plant 5 new churches every year. If we can do that, we'll see a wonderful growth in our movement.
Yeah, that really creates a movement and some excitement. I can get very excited about that. If I was in a church and I wanted our church to get involved in church planting, what would I do?
Well, we have the commission, and you need to get in touch with the commission. Our country is divided into 2 parts, east and west, depending on where you live. If you're in the west, go to the West Commission. If you're in the east, go to the East Commission, and we'll be there to do 5 basic things if we can. The first is to identify the need for a church. What is the location, the people that would be involved? That's the kind of identification that we'll be doing.
Okay.
The second thing would be to recruit. We would need to recruit a church planter, make sure that we have the right man in the right place, see that we've got a group of people that would be willing to help launch that and get that going, make sure that that's right in the right place. And then we need to move to the next step, which is to train. And to train and create an assessment of what is needed there, provide the coaching that is going to surround these people to help them launch that new work, be there with them, and then equip them. And by equipping, to develop a strategy that will enable them to become a healthy, reproducing church themselves in time, and then to release them. And that's the final stage where we want to see them flying on their own and being what God intended them to be as they reach their potential.
How does money come into the AGC to make this happen? How can churches or individuals in Canada get involved with helping to support the cause of church planting in the AGC all across Canada?
Well, this is a really big need that we are facing right now. We were blessed initially that we had a large gift that was given to us, but we're kind of exhausting that at this point in time. So we really need churches to feel their responsibility to the movement and to us as a whole. And they need to put that on their budget line. That's really, really essential. We also are going to appeal to God's people to perhaps feel that responsibility themselves. I'm going to be mailing out an opportunity early February for people to be able to donate $5 towards church planting. Now, if every single one of our members and adherents says, yes, I want to be committed to seeing new churches planted, and say, here's my $5, that will be a wonderful kickstart to seeing that the work that we've already started, the initiatives that are already in place, will be financed for this coming year.
Right. So the money will come from gifts and donations to the AGC for church planting. There's going to be the $5 per person per year kind of approach, and also each church considering how much they can put onto their budget item for church planting. And then maybe there's some individuals all across the country that would just love to get involved with some particular church plant and help give towards that. How much money every year do you need as a commission?
I think that if we're going to be seeing our goal fulfilled with 5 churches per year, we're going to be looking at $200,000 per annum.
Okay, $200,000. That sounds like a lot of money, but you know, we're not a small organization, so that should be doable. And so we need to trust God for that. So if people want to get involved, they can contact you directly, or they can contact their superintendent or the national office, and all of these things would be explained again and how they can get involved.
Absolutely. Yeah. And don't be shy to use an envelope in your church collection and earmark it for the Church Planting Commission.
Now, we've talked a lot about structures and goals and everything, but prayer is at the very heart of churches planting churches. So let's talk about that for a moment. We want to really encourage people to pray because planting a new church is historically the fastest way and the best way of reaching new people for Jesus Christ so that they can hear the gospel and respond to that. But that has to be bathed in prayer. So I want everybody to know that we are praying for the Church Planting Commission. That's why this month we're taking our time to pray. So thanks, David, to be with us. And just one more reminder that this month, as we pray, that we pray specifically for the Church Planting Commission, the goal of 5 new churches or congregations every single year, and that we need everybody in the AGC to get behind this because this is a real venture of faith. But we want to see new locations, new places that are reached with the gospel through planting new churches. If you want to get involved, call us at the national office, call your superintendent, get together with your pastor or your board and make this a priority. But first and foremost, please pray about it. So Lord bless you as you pray this month.